Hey guys, good morning. Had a great night last night talking about ethics. For those of you that couldn't make it, we missed you. But we had some hardy people that decided to show up anyway. But I know that going through the Truth Project, with some of the things that we're covering regarding truth, and last week was philosophy, and this week is ethics, or yesterday was ethics, and that it's deep, it's heavy stuff, and sometimes it's just difficult to make practical application of these things, and so I just was thinking about it this morning, and I was actually at the gym doing some spinning, um, and riding the bike a bit, and um, I was listening to some dance tunes and getting amped up to ride, and the song Timber came on, and it's by Pitbull, and it was just part of the Spotify playlist that I had on, and I listened to it for for like 30 seconds or so, and it was just very sexually explicit, and so I turned it off. And I asked myself, why did I turn it off? Did I do it because that's what a Christian is supposed to do? They're supposed to turn off things like that. Well, yeah, the answer is yeah. But ultimately, I do it because I believe um, that Jesus wouldn't want me to. And why do that? It's because I love him, and because he wants me to live according to his Spirit. Listen to this from Romans 8:5 and following. For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit set their minds on the things of the Spirit. For to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the Spirit is life and peace. And one of the things that we struggle with in the world that we live in today is that we don't we don't see life and peace from the lives around us. We see a lot of chaos, a lot of divisiveness and destruction, and it's because we're making decisions that are opposed to the nature of God. So that song, that Timber song, it's got a catchy beat and all of that stuff, but ultimately, it's perpetuating a lie. Um, on several different levels. But I don't necessarily turn it off because this is a guilt trip thing, and that Christians aren't supposed to listen to this or that. I want to do it because I want to love God. Man, I just want Jesus to be able to reign in my heart. I want him to be able to speak to me, because either the flesh is going to speak to me or the Spirit is going to speak to me. And my mind is going to filter my actions through what I'm listening to, and things that I'm watching, and decisions that I make. And everything that is opposed to his nature is a perversion of the truth and the reality that he has created in the world. And so those are some of the things philosophically and ethically that we've been working on, as far as wrong and right, and moral standard, and some of those things, and what is truth. Well, ultimately, God is truth, and it is based in the reality of his nature, and the reflection of his glory and creation, um, according to his character. And so, that goes down a bunch of levels, but just a practical application for us is, man, I want to get after the things that the Spirit wants, because I want to bring myself ever closer to the alignment of God's nature, and that brings me into true intimacy with him, and then it affects all of my actions, because I truly believe that living according to his nature, and living according to his Spirit, and not living according to my flesh, is going to bring me life and peace. So as you guys are going through your day, living as a Christian is not going to be easy, and there are going to be tumultuous times where life and peace are far away, and that the ambiguity of life is there. But think about, in the long run, what we get to experience both in this life and the life to come, because we live according to His Spirit. And so, man, when we make decisions, let's make them based on what we believe and know to be true according to God's character. Not because we feel that we have a guilt trip, and that we feel guilty about living and making certain decisions. That doesn't work. Guilt doesn't work that way. That's not the way that God made things. But our the Spirit of God living in us as believers help us make decisions that might even be opposed to our emotions, but that are according to His will. So, guys, to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the Spirit is life and peace. So even at work today, just if you want to turn to Romans 8 and just read through some of those verses at the beginning of the chapter, just let that flow over you as you think about the God that you serve. So, I'm just excited for the things that we're learning about. I'm excited about you guys. I love seeing your faces on Monday night. I love being able to lead discussion. I love to see wheels turning. And again, if you guys have questions or anything like that, things you're working through, struggling, just send me an email. Send me a text message, or let's get together for coffee. I'm here for you. I love you guys, and so I hope that you have a great week and are safe traveling in the snow that is still falling this morning. And I will talk to you soon.